Today's episode is brought to you by Liquid Death. It's that time of year. Always. And you guys have been waiting, and we are happy to let you know that the new I'm Upstairs merch collection is available now at theovanstore.com. The greatest excuse on earth. If you need something, wish I could help, baby, but I'm upstairs. If you need me, you know where I'm at. theovanstore.com. Thank you guys for all your love and support. Today's guest is the owner of Hazard Mill Farms, and he farms roughly 75,000 birds a year, getting them out the door and onto the dinner. He's a second-generation turkey farmer here in the United States of America. We're happy to have that bird man with us today, turkey farmer Robert Hupman.
Set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you.
Robert Hupman, we're sitting here with the turkey farmer, baby. This is your time of year really coming up.
Yeah, we generally, it's kind of funny, we get that a lot, but we're year-round, you know. So Thanksgiving is just another day for us. We're pumping turkeys, 24/7.
Oh, dang, man. But do people, I feel, do you wake up on Thanksgiving morning and you're like fired up and the kids are all, they're fired up and people are doing like turkey calls? Like, is it that kind of a day for you guys? Is it how big of this time of year is y'all's market share basically?
For our market share, it's probably, I don't know, maybe.
And I don't know what market share means also.
Yeah, so generally we're growing birds year round. So if my flock happens to go out before Thanksgiving or a month before, fine. If it doesn't, it's probably about, I don't know, 30% of what a true turkey farm goes through, because we're pumping out. We're selling breast meat for lunch meat and other items like that. So.
Oh, I've had some. I mean, I don't know if I've had you guys. How do I know if I've had you guys as turkey?
Most likely, if you ever had a Dietz and Watson sliced turkey, that'd probably be one of ours.
Damn,
very,
man,
very
thanks. Yeah, I've loved it.
We send some stuff out. When you lived in LA, I think California buys some of our product as well. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, I probably enjoyed it then. Okay, so for just a regular human, right? I'm a human consumer. What part of the turkey is used for, I guess let me start here. I'm just trying to think of where to start with, like a turkey farmer, like.
You want a day in the life of a turkey farmer, like start to finish, what I go through?
Yeah. Yeah, what's like when you get up in the morning, what does it go like? Thank you.
So I'll wake up.
I don't even know why I'm here.
No, you're
Thank
good.
You.
You're good,
Thank
man.
you very much. I've never been good, but that's sweet of you.
No.
Yeah, Robert, so what is it like? So you start in the beginning of the day. What's it like?
So normally I wake up 3:30, 4 o'clock a.m., do a little paperwork, knock some emails out, go through the birds. Luckily right now I got a full-time farmhand. This is the first time ever. So I don't have to be up there as much. But we're going through them every day. You're checking for any type of mortality, making sure they all have automatic feeders. So there's one feed line that runs continuously down the barn, 800 and some feet long.
So a feeder that runs down the barn that they're all housed in.
Yep, they're housed in. It's they have plenty of room, ample amount. Biosecurity is key. So we dress up, suit up, go through, dip pans, make sure nothing comes in from the barn that's not supposed to be in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're very to the niche. We do like animal welfare every year. We're really on top of our game because this is our livelihood. This is what I feed my kid with. And sometimes commercial farms they'll call it commercial farms, but it's really just a small town guy. It's a family maybe running a dairy operation, maybe running cattle, and then they're also substituting some income for other family members for turkeys.
Okay.
So I make the same amount of money as if I was running maybe 200 head of cattle.
Okay, wow. So with the amount of turkeys you're running.
Yes.
And how many birds you guys, how many birds you guys dealing with over there?
So roughly like 19,000 to 22,000 per flock, and that's 2 barns.
So, okay, so 19,000 per flock. So what does that mean?
So generally we have a flock, and it'll last 19 weeks to a full-grown bird, and they go to market.
Okay. Okay.
And then depending how it rotates, you'll have like 4 weeks down, 8 weeks down, depending when they're ready to place you with more poults or more turkeys from the hatchery.
Okay, so it starts with you get a batch of turkeys.
Yeah.
So you have no turkeys at some point.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll have a downtime for 4 weeks while we're cleaning turkey shit.
Okay. So you're just cleaning out the barns.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then you get the batch, right?
Yep. They come in fresh shavings, laying. We've spread out brand new shavings,
And they're all shaved out?
Yeah, we clean the poop out. It's all nice, clean, pretty ground floor.
Strip club up in there,
Yeah,
son.
nice lights.
Okay, so you get them in, and are they scared? Are they excited? What do they seem like?
They're ready to eat.
Okay.
So they've done travel, got there. They're really happy birds. They're clucking.
They've been on the road. They're ready to chill out.
Yeah, so we load them in. They come in. It's nice and warm in there for them because when they're younger, they like it up, around the 80s to 100, depending on how the age of the bird.
Okay, so you guys have lamps and stuff in there that keep them warm.
Propane heaters. Yep, we got propane heaters. We burn
Okay,
a lot of
damn.
propane. And
So they're all in this hat. At that point, you already bought them from a hatchery, so they're all in this barn.
yeah.
Okay, so you have them in this barn now. How long until those birds, until you guys, just pull that card on them, and lower them out and send them onto the market?
18 and a half to 19 weeks.
Wow.
So and then when they go out, they're, averaging 40 to 45 pounds, depending how well the feed conversion.
Okay. So, and that is, you guys are feeding them the whole time. How often do you feed them?
They eat nonstop. They have
No way.
They have access to water and food the entire time. They're
Like my buddy Corey, dude.
full
this guy.
buffet.
And will they eat, and what are they eating? Corn?
It's a corn, soybean, and then sometimes wheat, and it's all natural. We have our own hatchery. So
Y'all ever go out there and give them a little snack at night? Is there any kind of a bedtime snack? Is there anything where you're going to sneak out there, you feeling in a good mood, you're going to go out there and hook them up?
No, like maybe you want moon pie, but they're like, nah, we're good.
So they just like they're real specific.
No, they really just like that feed, that corn, soybean mix. I mean, that's pretty much it. Their water, we have a water system. I mean, they get in perfect pH every time.
Okay.
So like we're really big on their water.
So it's like a little spa in there. They're they got the heat going, they got the food coming in. They're really living pretty large in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curtains go down, they get natural light, they get to see outside a little bit. I mean, they're safe from any type of predators.
Sounds like a detox I went to one time, honestly, to be real honest. Yeah. Now what about this? So then you go in there on your daily routine, you cruise in there.
We cruise in there.
You have special, you got the gear on because you don't want to. How detrimental is it if you bring in something from the outside world?
So just for instance, you probably heard of avian flu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like back 2016, 15 and 16, they had a huge outbreak, killed 1 million plus birds nationwide.
Damn.
Which it helped. Yeah. You're talking.
Know it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it we didn't luckily hit it, and I hate to prosper on, bad terms for other farmers because I hope we all get our, rightful due and everybody is successful. But it helped us out and bumped us up real high, and we did very well not having that avian flu. But it's literally if I went outside, stepped in some goose crap, and that fecal matter was on my shoe, if I stepped in that barn with the same clothes I had on with that, it would 100% effect and mortality rate kill them all.
No way.
Within like 3 days.
Damn. So it's almost like they sound like almost like a not a science experiment, but they're like a real specific recipe. If you put in a little bit of something that's not good, it's going down.
Yeah, and see like avian.
They're real sensitive.
Yeah. So other birds can infect other birds. Same like you can't have chickens on a turkey farm. Same I can't have turkeys on a chicken farm. Stuff that would mess with a chicken will mess with a turkey.
Oh, really?
And it won't see them like the geese that fly. They're just a carrier. They don't die from the avian flu, but they can spread it to other birds. And even if say
damn, it's like Succession. Have you seen that show?
No, actually I haven't.
It's like Yeah, it's like family members trying to. They're just not. It's not just like that, but it's
Similar.
yeah. It's just like they're the same breed. You think everybody be looking out for each other. A goose is gonna fly by and give them a little intel or something, drop a note. But instead, it's a family right here. The front guy almost looks like he got a little gobble on him. But they're all like rich people and they're all like backstabbing, but they're all the same breed.
I did see the first season now that you said that.
Yeah, I've just seen a little bit, but I got to see some more. But anyway, so this is really cool. So now you go in there, you guys are kind of like you're careful what you bring into the barn.
Yep.
And you get in there, it's the early morning, and then what are you guys doing at that point?
So we're going through making sure, none of the water lines are broke. There's no water leaks. The feed's all properly distributing through the lines.
Okay.
Occasionally you'll have a mortality. One bird might just croak.
And from what? Could have been anything?
Just anything, heart, liver, just sometimes you just, you have so many birds in there. Well, not so many, but you'll have birds in there and they just, just like human life, man, out here. No different if you were raising farm outside in the field,
Oh, you could be jogging with your buddy and he's dead.
Just drop. Yeah. Same thing with those, dude. Tom just dropped. Tom
done,
number 2.
man.
He's like, bro, what's up?
Yeah.
I ain't never the same.
Win some, lose some, man. And you don't know what's going on. They might have small beef going on in there.
They occasionally they do fight. They'll occasionally rough up each other. You got to break them up.
Will they?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like no nonsense Keith Peterson, baby. You got to get in there like Herb Dean right in between them. Okay, so now you got the farm going. Everything's going pretty swell.
Yeah.
At what point do you guys start to get them ready for the slaughter, basically? What do you call it?
Just harvest.
Okay.
Just kind of like same as if you're harvesting corn. Just we're getting ready to. It's I don't know, just going out or whatever. Birds go out. That's kind of what we.
Okay, they're going out. We got a group coming in. We got a group going out.
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to say it. They say it at senior homes too. A lot of times, you know, Donna's going out.
Yeah.
We got a question that came in right here for you, Robert.
Yep.
What up, Theo? Turkey farmer, how you doing? Yeah, I got a little question for you. So I assume you're taking these turkeys in, and you got to kill them for meat. Are you the one who's doing these killings? How do you go? Do you just chop its head off? How do you go about this? Is it peaceful? Is it a long process? And do you ever develop some sort of relationship with a certain turkey? Maybe he does like a little dance or something that you think's funny, and something unique about him that you don't want to let him go. You don't want to send him off with some family for dinner. So, have you ever kept one of these turkeys for a prolonged period of time? And that's about it. That'll do it right there for me. Theo, peace out.
Gang, brother. I hope the guy's clothed, but he might not be. That's the world we live in, man. It's just,
It is turkey farmer you're interviewing. So.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
dude.
Topic.
I'd send in some. I'd be naked too if I'm talking to a bird, man, dude. I'm bringing my bird. So there you go. That's a nice question. What would you say to that? Like when it comes time to shut them down, right? Because you got to do it. It's got to be done. It's part of it.
So that's another aspect of the farm throughout. There's birds that need to be culled. Either they get a broken wing, broken leg, something happens, they twist their stuff up. You just got to euthanize them, immediately. Because we don't want no bird to suffer while they're there. We don't, if they can't get food, water, and they can't properly move, we just go ahead and take them out.
Because what happens if a bird's in there? If a bird's in there and he can't move, then what's going on?
The other birds will kill him.
No way.
Yeah, and we don't let that happen. So.
And why do they do it? What's going on in there? Do you have any intel?
It's just turkeys being turkeys, man. Out in the real world, man, they don't care.
Damn, it's like damn Sinaloa.
Yeah, so that's why I was telling Spence over there that we they're kind of like kids when they first come in. They're loving, they're happy, and then they turn into teenage assholes trying to kill you, just like in jiu-jitsu class. Little kids start cool, and then next thing you know, they're over here beating up on old men.
Yeah. Okay, wow. So you got the birds now, you guys, and when they do send them out to harvest, when they send them out, what's the process? Do they line them all up and just neck them out?
No, this probably be a little wild. We'll bring in 19 tractor trailers and hand load them on. 3 guys. They'll bring them up, and it's like a little escalator. It takes them right up, and they pick one up, put them in the cage, load the cage up. Truck goes down, turns back around. They can load a truck up in like 35 minutes.
And they gassing them?
Well, they take them back to the processing facility, and I think they use like a CO2 base, and they'll just put them to sleep. Then they're cutting them up.
Really?
Singing them up a conveyor belt.
So they put the meat they just put them to sleep.
Yeah.
So they're not shooting them. It's not like a bullet or anything.
No.
Yeah.
So like on the farm, you got two options for your animal welfare. You can either they have like a bolt gun, like a cap gun, and you'll hit them in the back of the head with it, and they'll just take them right out. Or some farmers rig up like a little box with CO2, and they'll put them in, and that way they go to sleep, and then you put them in the compost, and then we compost the birds for crop rotation. We'll put them on fields and stuff.
Oh, so they'll become a fertilizer almost.
Yeah, we'll create fertilizer. Yep, all natural.
So you guys don't do the actual. So the killing isn't actually done by you guys. It's shipped. It's like outsourced.
Yeah. So now I will. You know,
damn Bugsy Siegel out there just rolls up, huh?
Yeah. So we will kill birds, and ones I have to cull, I'll pull the meat out for friends and family, cut the breast meat. I got some pictures I'll give you guys, and you can show them the size of the breast and stuff like that. But
damn,
yeah, man, constant.
Okay, so what were we talking about? The hitman, the guy comes in.
The trucks come in, we load them out at night, and then they they go to the plant, they get processed up, and then they're out the door within like 24 to 48 hours.
So you don't see them back. You're not there putting them in the box. You're not there putting them in those.
I'm there. I watch them go out and make sure everything runs smoothly on my end. That way the birds are safely loaded.
Yeah.
Send them away because that's our livelihood.
Right.
And,
yeah, that's the work. I mean, look, that's what it is. I mean, people love it. I mean,
yeah.
I think people do anyway. Has the turkey market, have people been buying less turkey over time? What's going on with turkey?
So turkey's like an influx. So you'll get 2 years of like markets up, then it'll drops back down, then it'll go back up. And then generally that's because when they go up, Butterball and these bigger companies will come in and be like, we need to put 100 more houses across here. So they'll flood the market with turkey. Then they'll sit there because we don't freeze our birds. Our goes out fresh.
Like, what do you mean? They say we need what do you mean that they're adjusting the market? When they need to put more houses? What do you mean?
So they'll see the market value, turkey value go up, and then
what does it get to? $2 a pound.
Yeah, like breast meat might be $4 something, $5 something a pound.
Boy.
They really throw or then it'll be as low as $1 when it crashed because they'll have a lot of birds frozen. Those bigger companies hold that stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we really specialize, not only in just turkey growth. We were the first ones doing antibiotic and organic turkeys. We have 2 different divisions, and we're considerably a small company compared to Cargill or Pilgrim's Pride or
Tyson.
Tyson's huge, and
Yeah.
Butterball is the biggest turkey company probably in the world. I mean,
Yeah, I used to watch that. Yeah, I know. I've had some Butterball before. I'm sure.
They're
I don't know if I liked it or not. I don't remember. Now, what about this guy? Is a question right here. This Italian guy.
all right.
What's up, Theo? What's up, Turkey Farmer? Got a question, man. What's up with the free range and the natural and the organic and the regular? Is that just a farce? Is it the real deal? What are you buying at the stores? Thanks.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a great question, man. Yeah, what is it? How do they divide that up? What do you guys have to do? Do you guys have to?
So if it's like the other farms are more like the organic farms or the antibiotic free, it's heavily regulated. So you got a lot more paperwork, and actually, like to be an organic turkey, it has to come for organic female. So all those, the closest organic female to us, I believe, is in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. So we have contract farms, NPA. That grows that particular bird.
Okay, so a lot of what goes in. I heard this. I have a friend that works for like a meat company.
Yeah.
Called Cow or something, I think. And but it's KOW, right? Mm-hmm. And he sent me some fancy meat one time, and it's good, but it's still expensive. But he was saying that what determines grass fed, it's just it's certain like really regulations. It doesn't even really have to do sometimes with what they're eating. It's just sometimes where they live at, things like that. So what's that like for you guys? So you have the different
levels. So like AEU or whatever they call it's antibiotic free. The only difference in between that is if say a bird gets like a common cold or something, you wouldn't be able to treat it with like Arpen or penicillin for like 1 or 2 days. And everything's done very properly with a vet. We have a vet that checks the bird. It's just a crazy industry, but they make sure they've really went and stepped, from what it used to be to now. It's by the book. Everything's clean and done professionally. But
So was it? It used to be the damn dark art.
from what I hear back in, we've been doing it since '89, and it's been fairly consistent all the way up. It's just more regulations, and we're wanting to stay on top of everything.
Yeah.
But for like a free range bird, so all they'll do is they'll take my barn, build doors, and then the doors will open, and then they can go out in a fenced in area.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't even go out. Like my buddy grows free range.
Angola.
They free range chickens. Same thing. He spent all this money. They leave the doors open. The birds are inside where it's nice and safe.
Anyway.
If it's sunny, they might come out for a little bit, check up, and then they see a hawk or something, they'll hightail it back in.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe Andy Dufresne sneaks out at night, or one of them.
or one of them government geese drop a turd down there and puts them all out.
Damn. I'm just saying, you'd think there'd be a lot more of that Madagascar type activity,
Yeah.
Somebody trying to really throw a dirty spider in Charlotte's Web out there, but okay, so what are the different varieties of turkey that's for sale on the market?
You're just going to have the antibiotic free. You're going to have an organic bird, free range bird, and then what they call a cage free bird, which no bird is caged up in a little cage. That's just
Right.
a fake narrative that people create to try to give people bad name, farmers.
Sure.
So,
And no bird is completely cage free either. Like, you got to have some sort of way to keep the bird, or it could leave, right? Can turkeys leave?
well, I mean, I've had it where they're smart enough to turn the doorknob and whack it open with their wing and actually try to make a jailbreak every once in a while.
Yeah, man.
But that's far and few between. The turkeys are in a wide open barn. You're looking at one barn's 40,000 square feet
Dang.
per barn. So,
Okay. So you guys get out there, you got all the turkeys, they come in and they go out. And so around Thanksgiving, is there an extra batch? Do you double up on your batches, starting in October or something? Or, would you say it's not 19 weeks?
19 weeks. So that's for a heavy tom. And if it's going for when we're doing turkeys for Thanksgiving, they're probably putting them in. They're taking them out at half that. So they're probably going out around 13 to 15 weeks. They're a medium-sized bird.
Okay. And that's the one that most people buy for Thanksgiving?
That's what they're going to buy for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And they'll put these specialty birds just for that, and they're medium toms is what they'll call them.
Damn.
Yeah.
And how'd they get the name Tom?
It's genetically, I guess that's what you call, a tom and a hen. And we'll have hens in there occasionally because they'll sex them, but they don't always get them right. So you have big old hens mixed in there with the toms.
Is there trans turkeys? Do you start to see that even in the turkey?
They don't really identify other than tom and hen, and maybe you'll find a dominant. I've found hens with beards on them, so I mean maybe they're transitioning.
Oh, I found some of them too around town. I've definitely. One of my buddies had a real issue with them. But he's doing good now. I mean, he's doing pretty good anyway. He's on a ranch right now in Montana. But the holidays are the most wonderful time of the year. It's a good time to hug somebody and to tickle somebody you don't even know that well if you want, legally, and in a safe area. With more people shopping online every year, you got to ship stuff, man. You got to get things out of your possession and into somebody else's possession. Even Santa, I heard a rumor, he's not even going to some countries anymore because of the crime and stuff, and he's just going to ship stuff there. He's going to use ShipStation. ShipStation works with all major carriers, international and local, including FedEx, USPS, and UPS. So not only is shipping easy, you can actually save money. Now that's something. No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it for as long as they're in business. It's that good. Use my code Theo to get a 60-day free trial, just enough time to handle the holiday rush. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top, and enter code THEO. ShipStation. Make ship happen. Is there something interfering with your happiness? Is there something interfering with your happiness? And that's a question you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, is there something interfering with my happiness? Because when you get an answer, if you really make an honest answer, then it's a good place to start from to think about stuff. And sometimes you can't think about things alone. Sometimes you need help. And I've gotten help from this company, BetterHelp. I've gotten it over Zoom, over phone, and over SkyPay, Skype. Visit BetterHelp.com/THEO. That's BETTERHELP, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. Don't go it alone. Try something different. Try something new. BetterHelp might work for you. BetterHelp.com/Theo. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and TPW listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/THEO. It may be an option for you. What's like the future of the turkey business? So, well, let me think what I want to ask right now. So you got these different types. You got the males. So can I eat a male turkey or a female turkey at Thanksgiving? Can I have either one?
Yeah, potentially it might be either or.
So I don't have any idea.
You won't know. Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
does my mom know if it comes in the kitchen and she's in there doing it?
Yeah, you would never know.
Really?
Yeah. Because so we sell turkey fries. And that's turkey nuts. So they have glands, and their nuts are actually in their wings.
No way.
Yeah. So they'll pop them things out, and you fry them up and eat them up.
They good or bad?
They're good. They're really good. Yeah. I mean,
do they bust a little, or are they just kind of?
No, they just fry them up. It's just like eating a
like a what?
This is like a nugget, like a chicken nugget. You get McDonald's. Okay. You eat nuggets.
Is this them right here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good, man. We've served them at numerous meetings where congressmen and senators and stuff go to the Turkey Federation meeting. We used to have them there. I mean, I just ate elk nuts like a week ago because we went out elk hunting, and our guide fixed up a nice Rocky Mountain elk Parmigiana.
Well, I think, look, Joe Rogan can apparently eat his own penis, I read the other day on the internet. So I think at this point, everything's fair game. Yeah. Dude, if I was starving, I'd eat one of my nuts right out of my damn body, I think, because it feels like you'd have.
You heal up good.
Yeah, I'd have one. I'm not having both of them. Like some creep, damn. But,
weird.
Okay, so why does turkey look so ugly, though? And does that offend you if I say that?
Nah, I mean they are kind of like my babies, but nah.
Yeah.
No,
I don't mean it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, because I actually went jogging this morning, and I go jogging on this around this lake, and there's a lot of turkeys out there. Not this time of year actually, but usually there's a lot of turkeys out there, and they're just big, and they're just not the most attractive, Yeah,
they're not a peacock, but
right,
that's
what it is.
I don't know. They're pretty majestic for the most part. It's probably just beauties in the eye of the beholder for the most part. Yeah. Some people love turkeys, love the way they look. A lot of my buddies are turkey hunters, so they're all about getting every species of turkey hunted and mounted and displayed as wall art for their memory of that hunt. But, and they like eating them too. They're delicious. I don't know. You kind of figure they probably were at some point some type of raptor. If you go back to dinosaurs.
Oh, so maybe they've just evolved, huh?
Yeah, they grew a little fur, got a little smaller claws, but they still try to cut you.
Yeah.
If they get a chance.
How sharp is that talon? How could that thing get you or not?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had them where they cut through my pants. I sent some pictures over where they've gotten me in the leg, in the back. I mean, they're with our turkeys, we don't have spurs. Okay. So they'll have those at the hatchery. They'll have them nip. That's so we really don't get messed up. But their front claws, when they jump up, they're jumping up with their feet to latch on.
Okay.
And you can see that. Yeah. See, that's a scar from there. Look, I got some Cam Hayes boots that saved my toes. But
oh yeah.
He didn't.
But the rest of you need that full Cam Hayes.
Yeah, I know. He needs to come out with some leggings or something for me.
Yeah, he does, dude. Dang.
Some yoga pants or something.
So that's one turkey talon did that to you, huh? Now, what does their talons look like? What does their leg? What does that leg look like? Let's see their leg.
So go to the foot.
Okay.
The one that's spread out. You see, they got these toenails, and that's what cut me. One of those toenails.
Oh wow! So they have
a spur. Ours are docked, so they won't have that long spur like on a wild turkey. It'll be there, but it'll be nubbed off.
Because they cut them off.
Yeah, so you don't want that in there.
Because they'll kill each other.
They'll be murdering like all sorts. Wow. I wouldn't even go through there at that point if they were like that. But now those claws, and like I said, you'll see turkeys. You got videos of turkeys fighting out in the wilderness. Same thing, just bigger bird. They're going to jump up at you. They'll try to get you I've had them peck me in the forehead, working on feed line, getting motors put back on. They can.
And do they seem manipulative? What do turkeys seem like as a?
Very nice at first.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, what's up? You can be sitting there, and they'll kind of come up, and you can pat them on the head, and then just next thing you know, they turn around, run around, and say, yo, John, look at this, and then they'll fucking hammer you.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's if you can work in twos. A lot of times, like I said, I've been doing this so long by myself. Some of these repairs, and I mean, they'll peck motor lines, everything. Where I have to go in and replace electrical. They'll break water lines down where they'll rip the line, tear the water up, and I got to get in there before it floods the barn. I mean, they can be destructive. But.
Does it seem calculated though? Does it seem like they have? It does.
Yeah. So we take every measure when we go through. We're tying up lines, making sure. If there's a will, there's a way. A turkey will definitely fuck something up.
But does their will seem to be that they want to create anarchy? Does it seem that they want to escape? Like what they want to?
No, you can literally leave the door open. They won't go nowhere.
Oh, I see.
They'll just chill out, maybe poke their head out. They're just kind of like, "What's up?" But I think it's more like you're kind of like fresh meat in prison style. You walk in there, they're like, "I'm gonna get you, boy."
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And now this is after like 17, 18 weeks. They're coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
They got their testosterone up. They don't know hormones going. They're getting crazy.
So their testosterone raises while they're in there?
Yeah. So you take their baby bird and then they become essentially a teenager. So they got that teenager. And now they grow other birds for breeding purposes where they'll get real big, 75, 80 pounds. There'll be less birds in there. And I've never been to a farm like that. Mm-hmm. I've seen them. And they say that once they get over that 19, 20 week range, like 22 weeks, their testosterone goes back down and then they like mellow back out.
Oof. But you're riding right around that 19 week.
You got a good 4 weeks of, battling, just trying to get through there, make sure everybody's good, not getting yourself tore up. So
it gets a little hitmanish in that last month.
Yeah. So I mean, I've had a guy, one of my buddies, Mark, straight got drilled in the nuts. I was watching him crawl out of the barn. Like it took him out. And you're talking about a force of a 40-pound bird, and it just nut tagged him perfect. He was laying on the ground. He was trying to get the dirt. Birds are jumping on. Yeah, you kind of always get a fear like something happened. You get crippled in there. They probably just kill you.
What's a great question we got coming up right here about how many birds?
Yo, what up, Theo? What up, Turkey Farmer? It's Alex here, Fenton, Michigan. Just really got a couple quick ones for you. Do the turkeys have large talons? And if they do, or if they don't, how many do you think it would take to take one of you down? Gang, gang.
Gang, baby. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many turkeys does it take, really, to take out a Robert Hupman, man?
I don't know, probably 10,000 or so.
Really?
I mean, unless I stroke out or something in there, they might get me. But,
But it looked like the damage that one could cause is pretty extensive.
Yeah. No, they... I guess it's just all in the right way they get you. Anybody can get knocked out by anybody for the most part. So, I could be leaning over and one whack me in the noggin. And if you go out in there, they're going to get you on the ground.
So they're more,
they might go around and they're just curious. So they peck.
Right.
You might say you stroke out, fall down, they peck you. I'd imagine if no one found you for a few hours, probably wouldn't be good.
Right.
Straight up.
Damn. So you running with some it's a really...
But same as these cat ladies and shit that die with 15 cats and get eaten up sitting in their chair.
Dude, we had a lady in my neighborhood growing up. They had a panther in her. She had a panther living in her place. Everybody always thought she was crazy. Always yelling about this cat outside. And people were like, get back in your house, And she had a fucking bobcat or panther or something that had been living in her house, and she's been in there living with it for years, man. And everybody's just like, you're crazy, Miss Dorothy, go back inside. And somebody threw a surprise party by our house or something, and somebody jumped out and yelled surprise, and that damn cat fucking almost killed the guy.
Damn. That's serious shit.
I mean, it's just you don't know really what's going on, I think, inside of some of these animals. That's really the tricky part for me.
Yeah.
Is there a time where you get a real big one and then you're like, oh, I got to pull this one out because this one I got to use for breeding. This one goes somewhere else. Does that ever happen, or at this point you know exactly what you're getting?
No, we're getting into the perfect genetics for the birds to create, solid breast meat. We're really going for a heavier bird for breast and and thigh, so we can feed America. We're trying to get back, and that's why we're always revolving and just constant birds year round. So,
how has the meat? Damn, that's you right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's
dude.
when they're
your first wife.
Yeah.
This is damn beautiful.
She's pretty good.
I know.
That's actually when they're going out. So that's a good picture. See, the feed line's raised, everything's there, the lights are on. It's nighttime. That's one of the heavier birds that he probably weighed close to, I don't know, 46, 47 pounds.
And this is only a middle tom, right?
No, this is a heavy tom.
This is heavy tom.
That's big boys there. Wow. See, they got little beards, whatnot.
Dude, they're kind of beautiful. I guess I have not seen pictures like this.
Yeah, they're nice, pretty white birds, and really clean. Like I said, that's why we do litter quality. We're in there tilling, day-to-day operation. Every week we go in there with a tractor and a tiller to make sure the shavings get brought back to the top. Everything stays nice for their feet. Because if you got poor litter quality and poor life, these birds won't look like that. They'll be really run down. They'll have burned pads on their feet from the turkey crap. It'll burn their feet. So that's why we make sure everything's nice and clean.
So they're a real sensitive animal, huh?
They can be, yeah.
It's interesting how
they're tough, and I don't know. Turkeys are smart and dumb all at the same time. I guess just like me.
Yeah, me too, dude. Damn, I didn't know it was possible, and then here we are. What's something that I wouldn't expect about a turkey, man? What's something that's really unique about them compared to maybe any other animal? Is there something that really stands out about them? Because they definitely look really different. They kind of seem like a peacock that's been,
essentially a peacock is a turkey, just a different. They're very, very similar. They'll get hooks too. They'll get spurs. They just got a weirder call than a turkey does, and then. I don't know their characteristics. I mean, they're pretty much a noble animal. They stick together. I don't know. Just I've been around them for so long. Take mine. I was raised up in it. 89. I was like 5 years old when my parents started it.
So your parents started this business?
Yeah. Okay. My mom and dad did it. Mom worked at the bank. Dad worked down the road driving heavy equipment for a company down in Northern Virginia, and he would commute like 2 hours back and forth. And we just needed to figure out a better way to bring some money in for the farm, because the farm I actually live on, Hazard Mill Farms, it's been in the family since, continuously since the late 1700s. Damn. And then we've been operating. My great-great-grandfather bought it in 1888 from another family member, and he bought a bunch of these tracts up, and he owned both sides of the river. Now my other family owns the other side. We got this side right on the Shenandoah River.
And has it always been turkeys for both sides, or
no? We my parents were so I guess I'd be a second generation turkey part. But I mean, we did beef cattle. My great grandfather would forage the river and bring cattle over there. They did tomatoes for the cannon factory. He was a big time farmer. Granted, we were poor and lived off the land, but I'm looking at some prime real estate that I just happened to put into conservation easements. I ain't got to worry about no development. Nice. It's all bordered by national forests.
Right on the river.
Yeah, right on the river.
Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So so you guys, at what point did you guys get out of cropping and just get into turkeys?
So we were just on beef cattle. My dad started back bringing beef back on. He married into my mom's side, and it's my mom, my grandmother, my aunt that owned that property. And, he started it, and then they said, you can grow, like I was telling you, instead of having to have 200 head of cattle, you can make the same money with 2 turkey barns that take up 14 acres.
Wow.
So we're able to preserve the land to the way we want, because we're more mountain land. It's all up on Massanutten Mountain. Got some fields out there. We do hay and pasture. But other than that, we couldn't run the 200 head of cattle to make enough make a living to justify it. So
right. Well, this is just more economical, makes more sense for you.
Yeah, it's still, to start a new barn, start to finish right now, you're probably looking at $1.5 million per barn.
Really?
Start to finish. And then you're not going to turn a profit until, I think they're saying, depending when that barn gets built, 13 months to 16 months by the time your first flock, and you're turning over some money.
So say you sell a flock, right? The market's at a decent price. How I mean, can you make a decent living? I mean, I used to work on a farm. I worked on a soybean, corn, and cotton farm in college at the end of college, or at the end of high school and beginning of college, and I didn't own anything, but I saw basically kind of how the living was, and like how when there was a bad crop, there was some subsidization by the government and stuff like that. So at least you had a little bit of backup because you were providing like
Insurance.
because you were providing a value to America. You're providing like food or whatever it was, or animal food or whatever. What is it like for you guys there with the market? Is it what can a turkey farmer make?
I'm pretty small scale compared to the other guys. So like cash flow wise, I'm pulling in, roughly, depending on the flock average, you can make 150, give or take a year. And and that's not just on, and granted, I'm still paying electric, some of that cost comes out, but we're kind of like a cooperative. So we do get some dividends and stuff through that. So it's not as bad as if I just grew for a privatized company.
Like you were sharecropping or something.
Yeah, or if I grew for like Butterball or something.
Right.
They'll give you incentives and stuff as well if you do good for your first 2 years. But after that, then there's no other incentive to grow for them, and then you're
already kind of locked in.
You're
the
capped
habit.
in at what you got, and then you're like, well, do I build a couple more barns and take another chunk of investment out? So
it's $1.5 million to start a new barn.
Roughly, yep.
If you wanted to start one, and that's before you start to make any money to come in. It'll be through after your first flock is done. That's 3-4 months. 5 months maybe.
No, it's first flock. It's like I said, 13 to 14 months. You're built, got your first flock in, and it's out the door. Turn around.
Okay, and how long is that flock coming? You said it's 19 weeks.
19 weeks.
19 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. How much months is that? Almost 5 months.
Yeah.
So you can maybe do 2 flocks in a year, kind of. Is that what you kind of go for?
We go 3 flocks a year.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, because you can overlap some? Or?
Yeah.
Huh. Do you have the idea that you want to do another barn, or you think you're kind of good where you're at?
I'm good where I'm at. I got like I was telling him, I'm moving. I shut down one production side, and I created Hazard Mill Selects. Mm-hmm. So right now we're doing CBD, we're growing hemp in there, and then Virginia just went legal for marijuana. So that's my whole another step. I'm getting ready to try to get one of these permits and go.
Dude, if you came out with that turkey THC, that shit that'll put you to sleep, boy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, dude? Because both those things will put me to sleep. If I have a little bit of turkey, or I have a dang hit on a joint, or hit on a damn
just mellow you right out.
Dab, Hell, if I even kiss some girl that's been smoking dope, I'll fucking go to bed, man. I go to sleep real easy, dude. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? That I don't.
She ain't even got to rub your belly.
Oh, dude. I see a pillow, son. It's over.
Yeah.
It's time. Why does turkey make people go to sleep?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, but I know it releases some type of endorphin or whatnot. But it's supposed to. It's kind of like a melatonin you get from it.
Do turkeys sleep a lot? Do they have it because it's in them? I guess.
Well, they'll kind of get in that nesting when lights go out for them. They'll get their downtime and they'll kind of rubble up, and that's when they're all together. They kind of just like to stick together, and you'll see them all like wing to wing, just chilling out and nuzzle down. They'll take the fresh shavings, kick it over, and then just kind of snuggle up.
Kind of like lions or something. Like if you see a
pride of
lions out there, yeah. Now, what are turkeys like different in the wild? So, do you turkey hunt also?
Yeah. I'm an avid hunter, fisherman, outdoorsman. So.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same, except for that they're not as heavy, so they'll fly up and roost every night. So they'll do the same thing, but they'll roost in trees together.
Okay. How high can a turkey get up in a tree?
I've seen them up in pine trees 20 to 30 feet.
No way.
Then they'll come off that roost and just glide. I mean, if they're off a canyon or a little cliff style, they'll just glide over and go like 300 or 400 yards, and then just boop, and then they start doing turkey things, start pecking and looking for food and scratching around. I've actually had turkeys come up to my barns and get them riled up where they're gobbling back and forth at each other during springtime. They'll be outside like, "What's up?" And then they just start going back and forth.
And who fights more, the males or female turkeys?
The males. Yeah. Females, other than if something's trying to get after their babies, they generally, in the wild, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
What keeps them from mating when they're in y'all's containment? over there? When
I
they
think it's
caged
just
out?
because they're not technically a matured bird.
Oh, so they're not even at what age do they start to mate?
Like about right when they're getting ready to go out. So they don't really,
So a lot of them are never going to see fatherhood, really.
No. Well, they just get their, do their job and, feed America. It's
Dinner time.
Everybody. I mean, it's.
Is there a lot of pushback on the industry?
No, not. I wouldn't say for.
It's such a staple.
See, turkeys. We're not like chicken companies, so we're a little more of a niche market compared to like Purdue for their chickens, because you're not seeing chicken nuggets. You ain't seeing turkey nuggets inside. So the demand's so high for chicken that they have a larger turnaround. And then there's instances where that you see some bad stuff that happens on farm with other workers and stuff like that. But
how did y'all lose that battle? Was there like a battle where it was like chicken or turkey was going to be the thing?
I don't know, man. They've been growing turkeys since like the 50s and 60s in the Shenandoah Valley where I'm from, and I don't think it was ever I guess it was something back in the day, because I guess turkeys got stapled as the Thanksgiving niche, and then you think, I'm gonna eat turkey once a year, maybe Christmas,
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I'll eat my turkey and then just eat chicken the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we kind of got ourselves put into the first Thanksgiving, put us there. Yeah. People get tired. They eat that big meal. You get tired, and you're like, I'm good on turkey for a while. And
Yeah, maybe that's part of it too. Maybe turkey has that thing where it's like I'm a
holiday vibe.
Yeah, I think it's true. It's like it's been romanticized kind of in culture as like a holiday meat.
Special, like
yeah, it's a fancy thing. You would see rich people like at a thing, and they got a big plaque or something they're eating off of, and they're all, somebody's rich and the kid's on pills or whatever, but he's still having turkey. Like it's always like the Norman Rockwell or something. You'd see those pictures, and I think it makes you
have
feel
a full turkey, a full size pig with an apple stuck in.
Yeah.
King's table, like King's Law.
Yeah, you would see that. And you're like, oh man, this is a fancy
Big
time.
old turkey leg.
Oh yeah, somebody. Here's a question that came in right here from Christopher right here. Let's get to it.
Hey, Theo, Mr. Turkey Farmer. This is Chris from down in Sydney, Australia. Rise up, lights! Rise up, lights! I was just wondering, I'm a big fan of turkey. I think it's a great meat. It's nourishing. It's lean.
Amen.
And I just wondered why you don't see it on more fast food chains, like at McDonald's or KFC. Because, me, I'd love to have a McGobble Gobble. No homo.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my question.
No
Just
homo,
why
bro.
don't you see turkey on more fast food menus? Because it's a great meat.
Yeah.
It is.
Gang.
Gang, baby. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And Rise Up Lights, if you say Rise Up Lights
Rise up lights.
a couple times, it sounds like razor blades in Australian.
Okay.
Rise Up Lights.
You just taught me something there.
Yeah, try it. It's good.
Rise up lights.
Rise Up Lights.
Rise up lights.
Yeah, it sounds like razor blades.
Razor.
So anyway, just good icebreaker. Good, keep the wife warm with that one. But that's a great question. Yeah, how does it? Why isn't it? Do you think it's headed that way? Well, first start. Why isn't it? Why isn't turkey more that thing? Now you do see it at like a Jimmy John's. You do see it
Arby's.
at a Subway's. You see it at Arby's.
So you're seeing like a lot of them. It's going to be like the sliced turkey. So that's something that we would probably sell like a product where they're getting that breast meat to the masses. I'd love to see like a turkey tender instead of a chicken tender. I just think the market for it to be sustainable like that, the reason you haven't seen the turkeys go hard, it's just really just we don't have that type of that many farmers out there to actually be able to consistently sustain that demand at the moment. So it's kind of like we go all in, and then say you guys don't end up wanting to, turkey nuggets or whatnot, and
right.
then you got like a lot of farmers don't invest it, $2-3 million in this stuff, and then they're out on the streets again.
You almost need a different hype, man. You need like a big PR thing to be like turkey is that thing. It's like
because you see us at Panera Bread. That's another big comp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I hadn't really thought like it's only turkey is often sliced, or you'll see it at like a Boston market or something like that. Sometime a place where they do more of a meal. I think it's regarded as more of a meal and not as much of a. I don't want to say like a cheap eat, but Because I love turkey burgers. Turkey burgers is something that I
That's
love.
delicious.
It's great, man. So, and maybe some of it's growing over time. Do you know if the market's growing over time?
It has compared. I mean, you're going from when my parents started in '89. I know they've had some attempts niche markets where they pushing it, but now since people are more wanting to know what they put in their body, like he was saying, people want that lean protein from that turkey, and it's different than chicken.
Yeah.
I think it's, if not better. I mean, you barbecue up a couple chicken tenders and slice that breast up just right. I mean, it's good on the grill, good anywhere, man.
Fucking looks good, man.
Yeah.
God damn, it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now, dude.
If I had it, I'd cook it for you.
Fuck, man.
I'll
I bet
get
every
you
time
one.
people see you, they just want some damn turkey. Like,
Yeah.
damn, what are you doing here? Give me some damn turkey.
It's like, hey man, can I get another slice? I said, no problem. They just want
Like,
some,
you should just have it in your coat like a little hitman.
you want some breast?
Yeah.
You want that thigh?
Yeah, dude, I'd probably take a little thigh, man, I think,
Yeah.
Is there a part of the turkey that's being used for something new and novel that we don't know about, or like a new, like, is there a part that
They sell everything from our turkeys to everything.
Yeah?
The feathers will go. They've even shipped stuff to South Korea, stuff like that. The guts, the inwards, stuff like that. I don't know what they use them for, but they've found a really good market where they can, be very useful and use pretty much all the birds, the feet,
Huh.
So there's a niche for just about anything in the world. Somebody's going to eat it, like we were just talking about turkey fries. You wouldn't think that would be a niche, but we sell a pile of turkey fries.
And what is, a turkey fry is the nut.
Nuts, yeah. Turkey nuts.
Damn.
But
You haven't had that. 2 out of 3 men, 2/3 of men will experience some form of hair loss. Oh, the other day I saw a guy watching a scary movie and his damn mustache fell right off. Right onto the damn remote. Dear God. Well, Keeps offers a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair. Convenient virtual doctor consultations and medications delivered straight to your door every 3 months. You don't have to leave your home. Low-cost treatments start at just $10 per month, and Keeps offers generic versions. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Theo to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's KEEPS.com/THEO. Get your first month free. It's a great gift for someone. If they're struggling with hair loss or they're worried, or if you are, treat yourself. Keeps.com/Theo. My favorite pair of sweats have become my dang favorite pair of business attire. These days, with the world where it is, people are doing business from a damn bunker in their backyard. You see a dude doing damn business, and he's on a damn, and he's doing Kegels and chest exercises with his buddies in the park. Times have changed. Yup, it's ridiculous that I got to change if I'm running for a coffee or if I'm running for an actual run. It shouldn't be that way. That's why you got to check out Public Rec. They make elevated athleisure wear. Hey. In multi-dimensional sizes, Jeeps. Because they believe that comfort starts with a better fit. Their best-selling all-day, everyday pant is available in over 40 different sizing combinations and can fit men anywhere from 5'8" to nearly 7 feet tall. Dang, that's drastic measures. Dang. They come in 9 different colors, one for each day of the week, and you could do 2 weekends if something happened to the week of the second week. Public Rec also makes elevated shorts, t-shirts, polos, jackets, even golf gear. They've got it all. Public Rec rarely discounts, but right now they have an exclusive offer just for TPW listeners. Go to publicrec.com and use promo code Theo to receive 10% off. That's publicrec.com and use promo code Theo for 10% off. Public Rec yourself. What else we got over there? Spence, anything else come in? Here's a question right here from a white guy.
What up, Theo? It's Carl out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out Nick. I have a quick question for your turkey farmer. What does he eat on Thanksgiving? because for me, if I was processing all those birds and getting ready for this Thanksgiving rush, I'd be so over it. I'd be like, no, we're going to get some steaks. We're going to get some ham or something else. So what does he do? And then if he is turkey, then what's his favorite side? Because obviously the Birdman's going to know the best side to go with some turkey. So I'm looking for some suggestions. Appreciate you. Gang, gang.
That Birdman, yeah. What's the choice from the captain himself? What is it?
You know, I always joke around with the guys with the company. We eat one of our turkeys every year. So, like, just before I come here, one of my guys from the company, we kill our own birds, and then we keep our turkey birds, and we give everybody in the company a free turkey.
Okay.
But with that being said, I mean, I've been lobbying to get some ham, maybe partner up with a pig company or exchange or something.
Yeah, do y'all do? Is there any dark you sneaking over there at night across the freaking pig pen or what? Is there any?
No, it's none of that.
But do you choose? So for Thanksgiving, you guys have turkey.
Yes, I mean, I cook a lot. I'm, borderline chef, wife's a chef, but I do a nice infrared, so I don't deep fry it, but I put them in that infrared, and it gets that crispiness just like a deep fried bird without all that oil.
Really?
Man,
is that the new thing?
It's delicious, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I grew up on that turducken, man, and even that
turducken's
we
good
had
too.
damn turditos. I remember it's like a turkey and a duck, and then they fill it with Cheetos. I remember.
Shit.
And I'm like, what is this shit? You know what I'm saying? They had damn everything.
Spicy
out
Cheetos
there.
or regular Cheetos?
I
Red
think
Hots?
I couldn't tell. I think it was regular.
Okay.
Yeah, because nobody in our area ate those jalapeno Cheetos.
Yeah.
It was more they didn't even have the hot ones at that point. It was just they were still doing the regular Cheeto, you know.
Something to try.
But that third item now, did that turducken? Did that ever hit you? Do you guys have to do that?
No. I've never. I mean, I've bought a turducken.
You believe in all that?
It's okay. It's just a lot going on. You got the turkey and chicken and all that stuff stuffed in there. Sometimes I've seen them stuff a quail in that thing.
Yeah. Or I've seen Turala geep or whatever it is. Turala geep. It's turkey, alligator, and then sheep meat in it.
Ooh. Yeah,
and I'm like, what? At some point, people are just this is a damn gangbang, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a little too much. I feel like if you get all those meats and just cook them primarily alone, and you can still do your own mix.
Yeah, you could just mix it on your plate. Like, why do you have to? I feel like
it robs flavor from one or the other. It's a lot of trial and error there. Now I like my turkey. I like to do it, in that infrared deep fryer style, oilless fryer, whatever you want to call it.
Is it good? I've never had that. That sauna. It's almost like a sauna, huh?
So it's propane, and then it's like one of those smokeless fire pits. So none of the smoke comes up, and it's like a tube, and you drop the turkey in just like a fryer. And the heat just goes around it, and they crisp it up just perfect.
Oh, damn,
yeah,
boy.
Man.
Like that thing's in Barbados or something.
I like to inject it with some marinades, get it juicy.
Do you guys also, have you ever thought of getting into that market, or that's not really your market to get into like a marinade? It's because I guess you don't have that storefront.
I right now do not have the storefront. Eventually, Hazardville Farms itself, we're planning to put in probably some grapes, do a winery. I wanted to infuse some CBD into my wine. Tasting room. I got an events barn down there on the river. We've been doing some events, weddings and stuff. So
yeah, I'm curious. You sound like do you feel like you wanted to be a turkey farmer? Do you feel like you wanted to be an entrepreneur? Like, where do you kind of feel like some of your sense to be a businessman came from?
Just being able to diversify, and my major push is to save small farms, be creative, and then give back. So entrepreneurship was all on me. Sitting around, I want to be creative so my daughter doesn't have to sell the property. Or I think the death of small farms is really where the mom and dad starts to farm. We can't afford to live off them. We go get a job, then we end up getting our own career. So they just never really come back to the farm until mom and dad dies, and then boom, they're selling it.
And then they're selling it because their interest is gone.
So
yeah, it's interesting how we do that, huh?
Yeah, so I'm here to that's why I came to chat. I mean, I'm on 6th District is the congressional district I'm in. I'm on the Ag Advisory Committee for Congressman Klein.
Okay. And that's in Virginia?
Yeah, that's in Virginia. So really bad props to Ben Klein, good friend of mine. He really wants to know what's every niche. He wants to know what's good for dairy for his district, what's good for poultry. He doesn't know much about it because he was an attorney, Commonwealth attorney, and then got the congressional spot there a few years back. So, I mean, I give him mad props. He's going out trying to find us like-minded farmers to meet and then help him out. What do we need? How we can do better? And how can we save these farms and keep us rocking?
Wow. And what's the biggest threat to the small farms?
Subdivisions and development.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess now you said that you had that conservatorship now, a conservatorship?
I got a conservation easement
easement.
With VCC, Virginia Council, out of Stanton, Virginia.
So your land will be safe now, so they can't develop within
So
that.
even if it's sold, they would have to buy that thing in a large tract, and there's no commercial nor housing can be developed there. If anything did happen. So.
Yeah, it's interesting because I had on a guy who does small game. He does, like, if you got something in your house that's not your wife or kid, and but it's trying to, be alive. You know what I'm saying? That mid-sized animal control man.
Yep.
This fella. And he said that a lot of times you find raccoons in your house, you find this, and he goes, it's because, he's like, they don't know it's your house, dude. They're not like robbers or burglars or, like they're not like the wet bandits. You know what I'm saying? Like they think it's a tree. Like their trees have all been torn down and shit. So they're just climbing into whatever seems like it's close to that. So it's interesting when we start to really give up our nature. I think a lot of it goes to we get so stuck inside of ourselves. Like I was going for a jog this morning. It's beautiful out there, man. And that's the place where I seen the wild turkeys. They just have them out there, and like you see them gobbling, and sometimes there'll be a little crew of them. Pretty cool just to run right. I mean, you're probably 15, 20 feet, and sometimes they run off. Sometimes they be a little curious, but so it's like, sometimes I'm so in my head the whole time I'm running, I'm barely even seeing that I'm in like a damn beautiful place, I mean, it's stunning. So I'm missing all of the nature. I think a lot of that kind of stuff happens because we don't even value it anymore. We don't even see it. Anyway, that's a long diatribe for me. But so one of the biggest problems is people coming along and just building stuff.
Yeah. So like I said, as soon as that family lose interest, and you can't blame the kid that went out and started a nice career somewhere else. I get it, but if we're able to diversify, agritourism's huge for us right now. That's kind of what I'm doing with I want to do the grapes, the wine, CBD, eventually cannabis. I just want to be able to have a good living. The wedding venue and events venue that I'm doing right now, it's been a big hit. Done a lot of charity work this past year with it. So it's give back to the community why we, try to preserve this, beautiful piece of tract of land I got. And, just that whole valley. I'm very fortunate, not only my property, I mean, we have a whole corridor on that river that's all under conservation easement now.
On the Shenandoah Valley, can you bring that up, please?
Yeah, South Fork of the Shenandoah River.
And I think it's interesting that, because it is interesting if you're doing events. And when I saw those pictures of when you showed me the picture of you in there with those white birds.
Yeah.
It's funny. It really changed a lot of my perception of what I was even talking about. Because I just don't have any idea. A lot of people you just have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know the market. It's not a very
you've never seen anything.
Yeah, that's me right there, Shenandoah River.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, we got the that's a view from Andy Getz. Go down a little bit. That right there, Shenandoah State Park. That's to
in the middle.
Yeah. So that's a view back going toward my mountain.
Okay.
That's my family across the river. My great uncle put that and sold that to the state park to save it from being developed.
Wow.
So it's Andy Getz State Park. It's really, I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but I think we have probably the prettiest stretch of river in the whole valley. But it goes all the way up to Page and Luray, and it'll run all the way to Harper's Ferry.
All the way up in Tennessee?
West Virginia, Harper's Ferry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it flows north, so it'll go all the way down and dump into the Potomac. So Front Royal, they'll run in. That's our town we live in. North and south meet. And then that Shenandoah River becomes one, the John Denver stuff. And then you'll go on down and it'll join in Harper's Ferry and dump into the Potomac.
Wow. We did a show a couple weeks ago along the Potomac. I never knew what it was. I mean, I knew about it.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. We just, I don't know. And I don't say we, but I need to see more nature so that it becomes, more of my common understanding.
Anytime you want to come out, I'll take you fishing. I see you caught smallmouth there a while back. So.
Oh, yeah, dude. Barely caught it. Jesus.
You got it in, man.
But it was pretty cool. We were catching
The minnows.
Minnows, yeah. Literally out of like, we had like one of those nets, you throw it, you know?
Casting net.
Dude, it was so cool. I'd never done it.
Yeah.
So then you get it on the thing, and then you put it in this other thing, in this other area where the water is, and then next thing you know, you get oh, dude, they were like
hammering it.
But after about 31 minutes, they quit. I think that word got out.
Yeah, you got so many in one hole, gigs get up. But
yeah,
anytime you come on out to the river, man, we'll take you up.
What's a city that's near you guys?
So Front Royal, Luray, that's kind of rural. Front Royal, where the gateway is Skyline Drive, and that's the start. And Skyline Drive will go all the way down to Stanton, and it turns into the Blue Ridge Parkway. It goes North Carolina.
Okay.
But Winchester, I know you probably heard of Winchester.
Winchester, Virginia?
Yeah.
No.
So that's the next one up, and then we're only like 70 miles from D.C.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind coming to check out the turkey farm. Maybe on a tour whenever we do D.C., we could set it up, because we just went to Richmond, but I'm sure we'll go somewhere else. But yeah, it's just funny, man. Until I saw that picture of you with those, I'm like, I didn't even know they looked like this. I don't have a real perception of something. What's another question that came in here for Robert Spence?
Oh shoot, gotta turn that around. What up, Theo? What up, Turkey Killer? I know Theo, he believes in it, and certain people like to debate it, but I want to know if there's ever been a turkey with that DS.
Down
you ever
syndrome.
seen one with one eye open or cross-eyed or whatever? Curious to see if you ever seen one, and do those kind of get kicked out from the rest of the group as far as what gets put on Thanksgiving dinner table or what? Let me know. All right, gang, turkey hitter.
Gang, baby. Yeah, do turkeys get diseases like humans? Do they get Down syndrome?
They'll have some modified genetics every once in a while, like a crooked foot or just like a droopy neck, or it's not so much like I would call it like Down syndrome. I just think it's we're born with some type of disability, and usually they get culled out. Just
that's nature.
Yeah, man. You either you don't want that bird to suffer, and it's like I said, depending on the bird. Like one guy asked if we ever kind of keep them. I do have like a holding pen to help birds heal back up, and if they can make it, they can. That way they're not in general population.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Totally.
Get them out of gin, put them in that solitaire. But but no, we're just trying to run a healthy, successful business, hopefully. But yeah, they just get cold, man. Sometimes it's a dog eat world out there.
Yeah, it's funny how we romanticize nature as if it's gonna do this beautiful thing for itself.
No.
That once we become involved, that like, oh well, of course sometimes we're using animals for food, of course, but also it's like, like a raccoon will kill its children. A man raccoon will kill a female raccoon's children just so she'll go back in the heat so we can have sex.
Same with the bear.
I mean, that's some some
brutal.
Lester Holt shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude? That's dark arts.
Yeah, so, being ethical and properly euthanizing them on the spot, you got to make that call and not even second guess. I mean, Cam talks the same stuff about how cruel the hunting, the nature is compared to hunting, and it's true. I mean, you're able to arrow that animal, or shoot that animal at a good ethical shot, and you're able to harvest that meat with minimum damage. Where you can watch a wildebeest or whatever out there getting eaten by a lion while he's just sitting there with a broken back hollering. Same with the bears, and it's just.
Yeah, they're not doing it ethically. It's not like they're inviting them to a damn Holiday Inn or something.
They eat them while they're still alive. So it's like, man, come on.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
That whole world is interesting. We had the guy John Leotow who ran who created the Jimmy John's company, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking a little bit. He's a big game hunter, but what some people don't know is that you pay sometimes exorbitant fees to go hunt like a specific animal, and then the fee will pay for like we'll pay for like local school. I mean, especially like when you're in Africa, some of these other countries, like you're paying for like, you're going to really keep that economy alive.
And it provides that food for that community. I mean,
there's tons of things that go into that. Yeah,
that's
true. The food too.
Yeah, conservation's key, because they they have those villagers come and actually. I have a friend that's South African, and his family had a hunting preserve. He moved to my town, but same thing, man. They're there to feed the village, and they got like 100 little. They watch out for poachers. They'll notify the.
Oh yeah.
They're there to snitch on these awful people that are poachers, and 'cause that's their livelihood.
Yeah,
That's their food.
huge.
That's what keeps them surviving.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's like what is you like? That whole line is very interesting. Do you feel like turkeys seem like a regular pet? Do they seem like a dog? Do they seem like they have that kind of thing in them, or do they seem more distant and more like just a snack?
I mean, there's a fine balance. I don't care if that turkey you had 2 turkeys by themselves in a pen that you farm raised. They can kind of they can get to a point where they're kind of a little bit nicer. But like I said, the people that are raising turkeys small range and backyard, at a point at that 18 to 19 old range, they're still going to be an asshole.
Right.
But like I said, as they get older, that stuff goes away. They'll mellow out.
Right.
I've seen turkeys that are pretty chilled and cool, and then I've seen turkeys that are it's probably just like human nature. Some of us are chilled and others are complete dicks. So.
Oh, dude. When I was 16 years old, I probably deserved to die.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm real honest with you.
Same
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Same here.
Everybody I know did. What's the personal life like over there? You got a spouse. I see you brought your beautiful wife here today. Where'd you guys meet?
Oh, we met at a bar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When y'all were, what age were you?
Oh, I think I was mid-20s by then. So, yeah, I think we've been together for about 8 years.
Oh, that's a nice run, huh? How's it been, man, when you give him a thumbs up so far?
She puts up with me.
Does she?
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Did she want to be a entrepreneur? Did she have a business side, or is that?
Yeah. So she came from the restaurant industry, chef, ran a restaurant there in town for a while. We got together. I built her a food truck. She was chefing up some quality food at a couple wineries. We do some big events like Cycle Virginia, where there's like 3,800 cyclists.
Oh wow!
And then we do other events, and then now she's doing Tiny Hazard kids clothes. We have a daughter that's 5 years old, and she makes some really unique pieces for other moms. They got a bunch of different moms groups and stuff. So she's a homemaker. She's making awesome clothes, and it's called Tiny Hazards.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll share the website and stuff and share the link. And so that's a small business, and that's what kind of stuff would you get from there? Could you get stuff for the holiday season from there?
Yeah. She's getting ready. I think you got a whole holiday line you're doing. So she's got the Christmas collection.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And it's for children's clothing? Or
Yeah.
for animals?
So no, for kids. I'm sure she would make something for some animals, some dogs and cats. But she's got her template done, and she'll do from babies up to toddlers. So it's kind of like that. I don't know if you ever heard of rags, but that's kind of like a kid's clothes like that, but it's her own.
Nice. Now I'm going to have to check it out. I don't have any children yet, but I wouldn't mind getting a wife and getting some children.
Well, you're in Nashville. There's plenty of them down there.
I know, man, but a lot of them down there are getting damn DUIs. You know what I'm saying? I got to find one, I think, a little further away from Broadway where there's a little less liquor in them.
Well, you're good over here. You can probably get you a Suburban.
I got to, maybe one with more antibiotics in it.
Yeah, get you a farm girl.
I wouldn't mind,
One with something in Kentucky with a horse farm or something.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, sometimes I wonder why, you definitely find more of like kind of a home, I don't want to say homemaker type, but there's people that's more family centric, I think, here than in like Los Angeles. There it's a little bit more work centric, and it's hard to have a family because everybody kind of, not it's hard to have a family, but it's hard to have like a space for a family to really breathe, I think.
Well, it's good to get that teammate. She's not just at home. She works for a successful barbecue company. She does all the bookkeeping, tax preparation. Same with me. She keeps my books in order, so I don't have to think as much.
Yeah.
On that end.
I feel you.
Taxes are the devil. For the most
thinking's the damn devil, dude.
That's trouble.
Yeah, it is trouble, man. And what's the biggest threat then to turkey crops every year?
Just the unknown avian flu or something.
About lightning or something.
No, lightning's not a big deal.
Damn.
No, we're good.
It was.
That you can have pileups if loud noises or go off, but like I said, we got alarm systems in there. We know what that stuff's running at. If something happened, I get a phone call right now and I'll know. Send my worker in there. The bigger operations, they'll have like a whole command center, and they'll have cameras on every angle. Computers run the.
It's like punked.
Yeah, man. Computers run the curtain machines, the heaters. Everything's on thermostat. Everything. And we're trying to provide them with the best possible growing environment, and that's pretty much, as long as you don't mess up with the biosecurity and go in there and bring something from the outside world, you're usually golden.
Now, there's a lot of like, even with that avian flu or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
the avian flu. Yeah.
And humans can get that too.
No, that's not transmitted from what I, what we've read on. That's not something that, there's a type of avian flu that will go transfer to human. But I think all that stuff's over in China. And
can we transfer anything to them? Is there any like illness that you would have or a worker would have where you say, let's don't do it today?
Nothing that we carry would, transcend over there. They had I think some turkeys had what they call like a blue comb. It's kind of like a coronavirus, but that's something that's been for years they've had, and it's just kind of similar symptoms other than they get like a kind of a cough, chill out for about 2 weeks. It's just like a little flu. But it's not, it does hurt their growth, but it doesn't really like massively kill them. But I've heard of stuff like that out there. But, for the most part in the valley, we've done very well, and we're spaced out enough, and we create, good quality birds. And another little statistic I didn't even hit you with, just the industry alone for poultry in Virginia, that's a $12 to $13 billion industry.
Wow.
That we provide.
Wow.
So it's not like it's small time. We're small time, but we're providing a much larger service than what we.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't think about it. People just think everything just comes from somewhere. People think you just get emailed a turkey now. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
One last question I had. Why do we cannot have turkey eggs? It's the same as chicken eggs?
Yeah.
No way.
Damn. Yeah. It's a bigger egg.
I didn't know it. It's bigger too?
It's a little bit bigger.
And does it taste the same?
It's not too much different. I've only had it a few times, but you could potentially get turkey eggs if you had like a laying operation, like a small time. And I believe I don't even know anybody right now that does that. Like from a small farm aspect, like everybody has some chickens or something. And they produce. You get 3 chickens, they're producing way more eggs than you could ever eat by yourself. And
my sister, they're damn eating eggs. They got eggs everywhere. They're dying eggs. They're dying eggs on damn, they're dying them for Halloween and shit. They're out of their minds. But yeah, I love when they have chickens, I love being over there. Some of the chickens get pretty friendly. You know?
Some will. Some can, usually them roosters, like I said, just like a turkey dickhead.
Yeah.
Coming up trying to throw bows on you.
So a turkey's a bit more like a rooster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the concept. How roosters can be really aggressive, chase you. Them turkeys will chase you. So.
I wonder if some of these kind of more like athletic type men's and stuff would do a turkey egg. I wonder if there'd be a market for that. I feel like if I'm a protein junk, like I'm one of those guys, then I'd love to have me, 8 turkey eggs at the house, have the boys come over.
Yeah. I think some of them guys, they go for ostrich eggs. You see how big those suckers are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me see a turkey egg. Spence. We'll get out of here. I never even looked at one. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah. See? It's a handful.
It's bigger than a chicken egg?
Yeah. Yeah. That's bigger than a jumbo chicken egg at that. You see how the whole palm of the hand. So you're looking at maybe a regular eggs like that. And then
I like that.
There you go.
Ooh, stunting. And he's mixed, too, that one.
Uh-huh. Got that speckle.
Yeah, boy, damn. That Ben Simmons, baby, let's go, son. What do you do to keep busy outside of when you're not working?
About close to 9-10 years ago, I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Did you?
Yep. And then been doing it ever since. Started a gym. Now I got 2 gyms located, one in Front Royal, one in Luray. My other buddy's a second-degree black belt, my buddy Andy. He's got a gym in Harrisonburg near JMU College. And,
oh, yeah.
So we started
They're
that.
switching conference, I think, JMU.
Yeah, they're going big time. They're going.
Good for them.
Yeah, man, they're killing it. They got a good program, and they'll bring in a lot more money with that new. I think they're going Pac Sun or Mountain.
A-Sun or something? Maybe?
Something like that.
I don't know, something Sun.
And,
Sunbelt.
Yeah, Sunbelt. That's
No Belt, I think. No Belt. That's my jiu-jitsu class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. So you also run the gyms, or you have people that run them?
So I run the gyms with other instructors. I got a couple of guys that came up through the ranks with me, and I'm currently a brown belt right now under Christian Woodmansey, and he's a Autos black belt from his gym's in Philly. So Logic, and then just all over the place, man. I've trained with all the Autos guys, JT Torres, Andre. Galvo, and then just had my buddy Nassar. He's one of the HQ black belts out. He came out and we had him for a seminar. Hung out with him for about 4 or 5 days.
Oh, that's cool, huh?
Get some training in and good times. But yeah, Andy's gym's Pressure, BJJ in Harrisonburg. But now, man, I love it. My daughter's 5 now, so she's all about it.
It's a great community.
Yeah, so I love the kids class, adults class. We just come together and have a good time.
Yeah, it was funny. I was in that's awesome, man. And congrats on just staying so entrepreneurial. That's one thing I find that's always interesting in people is how do you get entrepreneurial? Where does that come from?
I think certain drives, I'm not working a typical 9-to-5 job like yourself. You're not doing you're doing your thing, grinding it out, and I'm always taking on, I get a bunch of crap, but she supports me on everything I do, but I do take on a lot of projects. I'm doing thermal shelter. I'm building a homeless shower trailer right now.
For animals or people?
No, for people, for the thermal shelter for the homeless here in my town. Help
homeless. How many people live in the town? It sounds like you probably have
11
homeless.
Yeah, it's probably like you probably get about 25 or so.
Oh, that's fair then. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a population of 50,000 people.
Oh, wow. That's a nice size.
So it's not too bad. We get a lot of DC people move out, and
it's a pretty place to live, I bet, huh?
It's gorgeous. Mountains, rivers there. You got, the tourism aspect there. We had we call them leafers. They just come there to Skyline Drive. They want to see the leaves, and you're talking about they're backed all the way back up 66 for miles.
Yeah,
it'll mess up it turns our traffic into 495 Baltimore style traffic for those few weekends out of the year.
Yeah, we were just riding through like Vermont and some other places, and the best part, we got a tour bus for the first time. Rented a tour bus.
Nice.
Yeah, it was real interesting, but I got to sit in the back and have the window open. It's like, man, you just get to see the leaf. We were just cruising through leaf areas,
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So you see all these leaf people, and like the wife's got the shirt made just completely out of. She's got all these leaves hooked on her shirt, like a damn scarecrow.
You'll see them yank off the side of the road, about run you off, just get a picture. They're like, I'm gonna take a picture on the side of the road.
Yeah,
every 5 miles, new picture.
Is there like an albino turkey that happens? Is there any like interesting pigmentation that happen with a rare bird where you get a completely white or black or blue turkey? Is there anything interesting like that?
No, our birds are, a Nicholas or a hybrid style bird, and they're always going to be a white feathered bird, and nothing out of the norm. Now, wild turkeys, you have different subspecies, and they'll crossbreed mainly, out west where the Marion and the Rio kind of pops out a hybrid looking bird.
Right.
But
you ever eaten peacock or anything like that? I won't say nothing.
No, I ain't ate no peacock. I thought about that.
Yeah, I have. I've thought about it. I will eat some one day. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say I'm not and lie to everybody.
That's good stuff. I hear good things.
Yeah, look. I mean, look.
It's a bird.
Yeah. Look. If it looks like that, I'm gonna have a little. That's all I'm saying. Robert Hupman, thank you so much for being here with us, man. Really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Oh, I got you some swag from the farm and the jiu-jitsu gym.
Ooh, I need a new hat.
So I got that. It's a brand build. They do all my stuff.
Yeah, they're cool company, huh?
Yeah, man, they do awesome work.
They do. They've been doing real well. They sent us something a while back. Nice of them.
There you go.
Hazard Mill Farm, that's the farm?
Yeah, that's the farm. There you go.
Gang, baby.
There's an extra medium. You find you
medium. Damn, I've never seen that.
That should be a large. You got a medium there. If you find you a girl down there, just tell her.
Okay.
So what's up? I got the turkey.
You know how I like them, baby. You know. You know how I like them, dude. At least 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Robert Hupman, thank you so much for coming in, dude. This is really just a nice gift, man. I know with Thanksgiving time, people aren't thinking about turkeys and stuff. Do Native Americans ever look at you as like the bad? Like, do you ever get billed as like the bad guy for doing turkey? You think?
Not to my face. I mean, I got some Native American family members, so we're the Virginia tribes. They still give a turkey and a deer to the governor every year.
Oh wow.
But now,
wow, really?
Yeah,
that's
pretty
remarkable.
If you look that up, they'll still do that. It's like an annual. Since there's no reservations or anything in Virginia, there's just what's left of us in that area. My family members, they do the powwows and they'll do Native.
Oh, you have Native American family members?
Yes, I got some that are married in, and they treat me. They're awesome. So wow. I mean, I don't have. I don't think they were really worried about.
Nobody's coming at you like you're like a pilgrim.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I didn't think.
No.
You never know though what's going on out there.
Man, you never know. But
yeah,
everybody's kosher with me. I try to do my thing, help people, do good stuff.
Yeah,
so.
It sounds like it, man. Yeah, congrats on running a cool small business, man, and in a big industry.
Yeah,
and just it's fascinating to learn and how much it costs to start, and
yeah,
it's been a real interesting conversation for me, man. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me there, and I do tours with the 4-H kids, get them involved, kind of give them that info on that industry. And
oh yeah, my sister has a little bunny name. I don't know what his name was. I think his name was Denver or something, but he won. They won something. They keep him pretty clean, but I wish she kept her damn house clean. That thing is a damn trap, dog. God dang, dude. I said the Lord ain't gonna show up in here if this place is this dirty. I said he's just not doing it, you know. But yeah, we'll put the links to some of the stuff that you're doing, man, so people can check it out.
One other thing, I do a hunting youth day every year for kids, and like I was telling him, I take six kids maximum from everywhere, from New Jersey, Atlanta. They come out, and I partnered with my best friend TJ. He's VP of the Black American Outdoorsmen. Mm-hmm. They got a pretty good sized following, and we bring them out and give them all their swag. They get hunting gear.
It's a black hunting group.
Yeah,
like
they
have black men.
Yeah, man, it's for everyone.
Yeah, they got some cool groups out there, dude. I see on TikTok some black hunter dudes sometimes.
Yeah,
just because growing up, I never saw that, But now you see a lot more. I just had never seen it, but anyway, it's getting.
No, man,
everybody loves to hunt.
Yeah, everybody loves.
A lot of people do.
And the better we are at introducing new people, it's just going to be good for our industry and our sport for the hunting aspect and the outdoors. And the main goal is to try to save as much land that we can for not only farming, but certain places just need
to go look at.
Yeah,
well, we won't even have pictures like that we can pull up in 20 years.
Yeah,
if we don't take care of certain land,
Yeah.
It's funny because even we went and looked in Chattanooga a couple months ago. We were doing a show over there, so we went out to the you can see some of the river and stuff there, and now there's more factories in the distance, so even the scenery there is just getting a little bit marred.
Did you guys go up on the cliff?
Yeah, we went up on one of them. I don't remember which one it was, but
yeah.
But it's just interesting. We don't think about all that, and until today we do. And I don't think what it looks like to be a turkey farmer until I see that picture. It's funny. You just don't know until you have some introduction. So thank you for introducing us to some stuff today, man.
No, I'm super excited to be here. Thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. You guys be well, and happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yep, thanks.
But when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown. Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you. And now I've been moving way too fast on the runaway train with a heavy worn so thin that they're